Howdy brewers. Another quick easy brew day today. It's just because I'm going away soon, and I just want to make sure that I've got a good stockpile of some home brew. So we're just going to do a quick one where we're doing, I don't know, you might call it a double lager. I've done this with the Morgan's Australian Bitter with the Mangrove Jacks Australian Bitter Booster blend. So I thought, why not try it with the Australian Lager? I've never brewed with this one before, but I'm keen to try it. So this is the Australian Lager and the Mangrove Jacks Australian Lager blend number 40. The reason why I like these is that they have dry malt extract, dextrose and some maltodextrin, but they also have some hops in here, which they boost. They really do boost the flavour of the beer. And if you're wondering what yeast I'm using, it's some freshly harvested 3470 yeast. So I'll do it in fast speed, but let's get this beer brewed. In goes the yeast, and that's the brew day done. Looking forward to the tasting. Howdy brewers. Thought I'd do a side by side of a Morgan's Australian Bitter with a Mangrove Jacks Australian Special Bitter Booster blend. Wow, mouthful. And Morgan's Australian Lager and the Mangrove Jacks Lager, Australian Lager Booster as well. So the Australian Bitter, is the green can, and I don't have the lager can anymore, but it's the blue can. So I've made the bitter before and I really liked it, and it's been in the keg a little while now. And the lager is sort of freshly kegged. It's not as old, but when I say freshly kegged, I mean freshly tapped. It's keg conditioned. That's how I carbonated. So the bitter is perfect clarity, and the lager is getting there. It might be better if I've noticed the 3470. So this is. I bought a new packet when realised it took some time. It was taking longer and longer to the beer to clear, so I bought a new packet. I think I got about 12 brews out of it, out of the one $5 pack, and this is about the 5th lager that I've made with the 3470 of the new batch, and it's already starting to take longer. I'm wondering if I should start adding gelatin again. But anyway, I'll see if I can compare the two now. As you can see already, the bitter is darker. It has, the lager I would say is yellow, and the bitter I would say is amber or orange. In terms of the aroma difference, they both smell floral. And this one has a slight, stronger, sweeter smell, and might be because they've added crystal malts with the colour, I'm not sure. But give them both a taste. It's really nice. There's a flavour in there that I know. It's, pun intended, it's on the tip of my tongue. I just can't place it. And it has a certain minty flavour as well. Not minty the lolly, it's like mint the herb. This is the classic sort of pub draft beer. I'd say Pride of Ringwood hops throughout, and yeah, it's It's like a. It's more bitter than a modern day Victoria bitter. I don't know what old ones used to taste like, but as I've read, all the mass-produced beers have been slowly but surely reducing the bitterness levels of their beers. So be it. But this is like a sort of, almost like a VB on steroids in terms of its bitterness. It's really crisp and fresh. It's really good. This one is still bitter, but it has more delicate flavours. I think there might be some Vienna malt. It has a certain honey sweetness to it. Not a lot, and a little bit of that bready flavour as well. So Pilsner and Vienna maybe, I'm not sure. It's hard to tell with extract cans. But in terms of which one I'd rather, hot day post mowing or gardening, this one actually would go good with fish. It's like a sort of almost a white wine delicate flavours, even though it's bitter. Which one would I go to more often? Probably the Australian bitter. Yeah, alright, so yeah, I think that'll do for a summary. But if you haven't tried mixing the booster blends with the added hops that the Mangrove Jacks company make, I recommend it. It's the smell when you cut it open, and they're the same price as a Cooper's Brew Enhancer, and there's very similar ingredients, being dry malt extract, maltodextrin and dextrose. So you're not really, and they're both 1 kilo bags, and yeah, they when you cut them open, they smell. They do have a strong hoppy aroma, and so you sort of get excited that it's, and the flavours, the hops go through the beer. I don't know if it's like a dry hop or not, or how they've done the blend through the booster blend with the hops, but you can smell the hops, and it smells. They smell really enticing. All right, well, I'll get on to finishing those. Thanks for watching. If you like what you're watching, hit the subscribe button, and you'll be able to see every time I post a video. It's usually brewing. Sometimes it's a bit of cooking as well, a bit of barbecue. All right, that's it from me, and until next time, happy brewing.